All right, so starting with a volume problem. What is the volume of this rectangular prism? I taught you a couple methods on how to solve this. Yeah, why don't you try putting units, Justice? You're not wrong, though. That's not the correct units with the correct number. You forgot the units, Ajay. Yeah, but volume is not just regular centimeters. Good, Dario. Good, Shy. That 3 needs to be at the end. No, square centimeters is for surface area. Okay, I am not super picky about units, but there will come across some math teachers in your schooling career that all will be very picky about units. Hey, go look at the notes, the alien themed ones. Yes, Danelle, it's that second one you sent me. No, hold on, Danelle. Danelle, it's the first one you sent me. All right, so the formula on our star chart is big BH. However, some of you guys prefer length times width times height. Okay. So that would be, oh, nerds, what were the numbers? 8 times 2 times 4. Okay, if you're like, I can't remember how to do units. Okay, listen. If this were centimeters times centimeters times centimeters, that'd be centimeters cubed. So our answer is 64 centimeters cubed. Okay, I am not super picky about units. I am more interested in the number part, but you will meet some math teachers who will be like, it's wrong if you don't put the right units. Okay, I'm not one of them, but just know that those people exist. For surface area? Okay. Let's do another problem. We're going to do another rectangular prism. Go. Wait, Miss, where'd my calculator go? Okay. I don't need a calculator for this. Good, good. Good, Dario. Good, Fabian. Fabian, try putting units. Good, Alina. Good, Ajay. Good, Justice. Yeah. Fabian, I know I just said that, but like since these are kind of easier problems, let's go ahead and practice with the units. Brian, your units are incorrect. Giovanni, your units are incorrect. Fabella, your units are incorrect. Okay, 8 times 2 times 4. Wait, no, that was the last one. Sorry. That was the last problem. My bad. Yes. That's okay. If you did it in a different order, you get the same number. Okay, so that's equal to 150, and our units were centimeters cubed. Okay, we are going to move to cones now. We are going to do a review one together. And then we will, we'll skip all these for another day. We'll do a review one together, and then I'll let you practice one on your own. So reminder, cones have a circular base. The formula is 1/3 big BH. Remember, I did that very dangerous acrobatic stunt where I poured the water into the cone. I spilled water all over the place. It was a disaster, but you know, whatever. So that's why it's 1/3, because 3 cones fit into a cylinder. So we're going to do one together, and then we will do the, I'll let you do the next one on your own. So give me a second to write the problem down. All right. Okay, so let's do this one together as a group. So your formula is 1/3 big BH. Big B stands for area of the what? Base. Area of the base. What shape is my base? Circle. Circle. So I'm going to go and draw my circle down here. And I know I need to find the area of this circle. Okay, so it's my job to have my formulas memorized. You can check your star formula chart. You go, okay, area of a circle, that's going to be pi r squared. Do you remember what r stands for? Radius, which I gave you, it's 5, right? So in your calculator, you're going to type pi 5 squared. Does everybody remember where the pi button is on their calculator? Okay, so you should get 78.53, 78.54, depending if you rounded or not. I'm not talking for the final answer. I'm talking about just this part. So then you're going to do 1/3 times 78.53 times my height, which is 7.6. Let me share my calculator screen with you so that way you can see how I type it in my calculator. Yes, Justice? I'm going to show you. So you're going to do 1 divided by 3, but put in parentheses. So you're going to do parentheses, 1 divided by 3, close parentheses, then times your 78.53 times your 7.6. Yep, so 198.943. Good, Justice. I'm glad. That's okay, because I just rounded it a little bit differently than you did. All right, so now I'm going to let you try one on your own. Then we'll go over it. Most common mistakes students make on this problem is they forget the 1/3. Okay, try this one, please. Good, Dario. Yes, good job, Peyton. Good job, Ajay. Yes, Justice? If you have anything with a circle in it, cylinder, cone, sphere, you're using pi. Are you kidding me? Danelle, you're correct. Brian, you're correct. Lena, the number is a lot bigger than that. Good try. Brian, you're correct, so you're good. All right, let's go over this because I'm hearing a lot of crickets from especially the Zoom people, which maybe is a red flag to me that you don't know what you're doing. Okay, so my formula, yes, Justice. Yes. What'd you do wrong first time? Good, Fabian. Oh, that was the last problem. All right, so first thing we gotta do is find the area of our base, which is pi 2.5 squared. Okay, which is going to be 19.63. I'm going to erase this just to get it out of my way. So in your calculator, you're going to type 1/3 times 19.63 times 5. Okay, and you should get as your answer 32.72. All right, let's do one more cone and then move on to a different shape. Okay, if it helps you, you can pretend that we're calculating how much ice cream is inside this cone. Some of y'all are real food motivated, so I thought it might help. That's okay. If it bothers your brain, redraw it the other way.
I got it. Wait, what's the little area then? Oh, I know what it is. Yes, it's a big ring. Not your tiny ring. I mean, I've got it yet. Because I'm taking my time to get it right. Ooh, I got it right. That's what my mom said. Yes.
All right. Good, Brian. Good, Dario. Good, Danelle. Good, Fabian. Good, Alina. And y'all are doing great. Just waiting on a few classroom kids to finish up and a few more Zoom kids to try. Good, Fabella. Good, Peyton. All right, Justice, you can do it. That's correct. Good job. Those are wise words. All right, so 1/3, big BH. If you notice, when I use problems, every single time I write down the formula. Okay, and I get paid to do math, and I still write down the formula. All right, so we got our base here. I'm gonna find the area of my base, which is pi r squared. If you were given the diameter, don't forget you need to divide that in 2. This is gonna be pi 4 squared. This one we have the radius, so we don't have to do that though. And so that is 50.26. So I'm gonna type in my calculator 1/3 times 50.26 times, running into the bottom of my ice cream cone here, times 12. These numbers don't have to be in parentheses unless you want them to. And for our answer, you get 201.06. If you got 201.04, 201.05, you know, I'm 100% confident that in a multiple choice like situation, these would probably be the multiple choice answers. So this tends to be how they do it. They'll say answer choice A would be 50.26. That was the number we got for area of the base, right? Answer choice B would probably be maybe the right one. They wouldn't do this though. This is not what they do. Where like these two are so close to each other that like a rounding might change it. So that wouldn't be an answer choice. Another one would probably be like, what was 4 times 12, so 48. People would just go, oh, 4 times 12, so 48 is the answer. And the answer choice D might be like some random number. But like this one and this one, you could have gotten if you weren't paying attention. Okay. But they love to put answers like that. No, we didn't have a test last week. Oh, we were supposed to have a test this week, but you know, Snowbid.
29 hours.
Okay. So now we're gonna move on to cylinders. So cylinders are kind of similar to cones, except you don't do the 1/3. So it's just area of the base times height, but you don't do the 1/3. As a cone, except you don't do the 1/3. You find the area of the circle, and then multiply by the height. That's it. Okay, so we'll do this one together, but if you feel confident and you want to try it on your own, go for it. Oh, it's 20. You got it right, Shai. You got it right, Ajay. Correct. All right, so it is big BH. That's the formula. So that means we got to find the area of the base, which is pi r squared. So pi 5 squared, which is, I haven't done that on my calculator yet. Let me do it real quick. That's correct, Peyton. 78.53. So we're going to do 78.53 times my height, which is 20. You multiply this together, and you get that out of the way. 1,570.79. That's why I showed me pouring the cone into the cylinder 3 times, because they're the same formula. The cone is just 1/3 of it. That's what that means. Pull up your mask, please. Thank you so much. It fell down for a second. Can we try this one now? Hey, you remember how I said that sometimes you're given the diameter instead of the radius? Slow down. Look at the problem. That's correct, Justice.
I got it. I am speed.
Good job, Ajay. You're both correct.
Yes.
Mena, did you just multiply 24 times 100? That's not how you do it. You gotta find the area of the circle and then multiply it by the height. Good, Dario. Good, Danelle. Good, Alina. Good, Shai. Yeah, I wouldn't touch this floor. All right, I was having some camera issues, but we're good here. Sorry, my picture is not the prettiest, but we'll survive. So my formula is big BH, which is area of the base times height. And our big B stands for area of the base. So here is my circle, pi r squared. Okay, this one's a little bit different because instead of giving you the radius, I gave you the diameter. Okay, Remember, radius is half the diameter. So you got to take that number and divide it by 2. So that's going to be pi 12 squared. That's a pretty common mistake that my students make, is that they immediately rush through it and they don't think that, oh man, I need to use the radius instead of the diameter. So you should get 452.38. So then we're going to do 452.38 times my height, which is 100. And the answer you should get will be 45,200. I forgot for a second. Oh no. Yeah, 38.93. Around there. All right, let's do another cylinder. Do this one. You know how I made a point to talk about radius and diameter? So slow down and pay attention.
Like the exact same time. Miss, look at mine first. I messed up on my food, so I'm. Alright.
I'll show you Justice Payton.
Oh,
all right, good job, Fabian. Good job, Danelle. Good job, Dario. Good job, Brian. Good job, Alina. I don't know if you can hear the classroom children rioting over who can do the problem fastest. Good, Alina. Okay, the rest of the Zoom kids who aren't answering, is it you just are still working or you're confused? Shai, do you see what we did wrong? What'd you do wrong? You use the diameter instead of the radius? Okay, if you're still working, I'm going to go real slow as I go over this. So I got to find the area of my base, which is pi r squared. R stands for radius. So I'm going to look. Oh no, I was given the diameter. But that's okay, I can find the radius. It's half the diameter. So my radius is 4. So we do pi 4 squared. You can do that in your calculator. You get 50.26. So I'm going to do 50.26 times my height, which is 20. And your answer you get is 1005.31. Okay, good. If you did it wrong, I hope that you can see where you went wrong so we can fix it for next time. I got one more cylinder, then we'll move on from cylinders. Yeah, you ended up distracting yourself there, buddy. Good, Brian. Good, Shai. Good, Peyton. Good, Justice. Good, Alina. Good, Fabian. Good Serenity. Good Dario. Good Christian. All right, let's go over this thing. A bigger one with like bigger numbers, you mean? Oh. All right. So I got to find the area of my base, which is pi r squared. My radius is half my diameter. So pi 8 squared. You type that in and you get 201.06. So my formula, I have 201.06 times my height, which is 21. And when you multiply those two together, you get 4,222.3. Yes, what's your question? Like what city? Converse. Okay, moving on. Let's move on to spheres. Okay, spheres are their own special little formula. It is 4/3 pi r cubed. I'll make sure that everybody knows how to find all these buttons in the calculator. Let's do one together. So we got our sphere here. Maybe it's a basketball or, I don't know, the top of a snow cone or something. Yes. Yeah, we have learned how to do this already. Yes. We're just reviewing today. Just drawing down our picture. And you don't need to memorize that formula. It is on your star formula chart. I mean, if you want to memorize it, go for it, but you don't have to. Okay, so you're going to type in your calculator 4/3 pi 2 cubed, because 2 is my radius. The way you're going to type this in is 4/3 is going to go in parentheses. And then to get up here, you're going to use the button that looks like this. Zoom kids, that button is below, above division. Classroom kids, the button is by the number 4 on the left-hand side. Yeah, and then change it to a 3. It's to the third power, not to the second power. Yep, that's all you do. I think spheres are the easiest formula because all you gotta do is plug in radius. Okay, so we do 4/3, put in parentheses, pi. Oh no, I covered my screen where the pi button is. Pi 2, and then this button right above division that looks like the roof of a house, and then you can type your 3. You should get 33.51. I want everybody to type it in and make sure they also get 33.51. Okay, let's try another sphere. All right, try this one. And I'm not going to say a single word. Okay, we'll look at the formula in the formula chart. Okay, good Brian, good Fabian, good Danelle, good Shy, good Peyton. Let me see your calculator. Good Shy. Oh, because it's pi r cubed, not pi r squared. You just typed it in wrong. Good, Alina. Good, Dario.
I typed in 2 instead of 3. Not correct.
That is what you did, yes.
Oh. That's a big pizza.
All right, so, oops. So here is our sphere from us 4/3 pi r cubed. R stands for radius. In this problem, I did not give you the radius, I gave you the diameter. I wanted to see who I could catch. And you guys did pretty good. So instead of 10, we're going to put 5 here because the radius is half the diameter. So in your calculator, you're going to type 4/3 pi 5 cubed. You're going to type that into your calculator. Can we type it in? 4/3 pi 5 cubed. And you get 523.59. Serenity, I'm pretty sure you used 10 instead of 5.